Hello and welcome back to BattleTech, where a few days have passed since the past recording. I'm feeling slightly better, and I also figured out what was wrong with me. It was an infection of the gums. I think the medical term is tonsillitis or something like that. I don't know so much about PSA. I'm fine, but I'm better than I was a few days ago. But my voice is still a little bit inconsistent. So again apologies for that. But because of my job, I don't have that much time recording things when I have a full work day, and since I'm on sick leave, let's try to record a few more episodes so that I have some buffer. Anyway, we're gonna head out to the next priority mission and ride to the defense of Panzer, which ironically, quite a while ago we actually took, and now we have to defend it against the Taurians. I just wanted to notice one more thing. I'm basically in not even in the Urano segment of the galaxy anymore, but slightly to the west, in quotation marks, on the map. The main reason for that is that in the Urano restoration, they only give me the really difficult, tough jobs, like the 4 and plus difficulty missions, which would be fine if they were like paying enough and if there was a chance to get something better out of it. But I tried a couple and I really didn't get anything significantly better out of it. And some of these battles were just ridiculously difficult. Some other reviewers also noted that the missions are kind of a little bit uneven. That sometimes you can just end up having to face against 2 lancers and at least 6 heavy mechs, which we're fine dealing with at the moment, but it's still ridiculous, having to deal with those kinds of enemies at the same time. Kind of have like double your your lance's weight in tons, so that's pretty crazy. Anyway, so even though I'm here and I could do a battle for like 3.5 Atlas heads, I'm actually not going to be doing that one because especially the battle scenarios often have like a reinforcement coming in, which is not originally on the map but appears as soon as you approach a certain point, which you can kind of dance around if you know that it's coming. So you can kind of game the system there, take out the original squad first, then trigger the second one and deal with that. But it's a little bit ridiculous that you actually just have to game the system, because otherwise you're just in for hell of pain that you're probably gonna barely win, and then get like a mil out of it, which money is not that relevant anymore, but you probably lose equipment pieces, which are improved equipment pieces that you probably not be getting back because the loot is not that great. And I've not seen a better mech than the ones we're piloting right now in quite a while. So I might be doing assassination missions if they're kind of high level, but I'm not interested in doing battles anymore. I kind of have burnout on doing battle side missions. So let's just head out to the next priority mission instead. I doubt we'll get anything significantly better than we already have there, but they pay well and we might as well progress. Mech Bay doesn't have anything to do, but that's a shame, but can't really do anything about that. I think our lance layout is pretty fine at the moment. I'm just waiting to get something to get a better mech so that we can transition further, because like I would like to have a better mech for like Behemoth to sit in the front of things. Like an Atlas would probably be what we would be aiming for in the end game whenever the end game comes. But I haven't actually run into enemy Atlases, which lore-wise is fine, because lore-wise Atlases were like super mega rare, and just like seeing one was a pretty rare sight, seeing two was like almost unheard of aside from SLTF parades. So there's that. Anyway, New Hollowitz. The Argos current budget includes a line item for crew entertainment. So after polling the morning briefing for preferences, various places and orders, soon after shipment of popular New Hollowitz ships from Pansy arrives. Mix of action, historical drama, horror, and screwball comedies and animated features. Let's schedule a regular Hollowitz night. If we use the upgraded launch, we get like a +1 to morale, but we already had max morale, so I just want to figure out what happens if we just get a regular Hollowitz night and not the private screening of a senior staff. Davis instructs his staff to convert the lounge into one massive Hollywood theater one night each week. For the next showing, a random draw from the chip stack schedules an episode of the campy political thriller Undercover. Hollywood series from the mid 2700s. Yeah. Anyway, producer and Dutch end up getting into contentious debate on political history of the period, especially the role of the territorial states of the Star League. Medusa gained high spirits, but Lich gained low spirits for the next 14 days. This is kind of a shame because we're almost at Panzer, and I really like seeing Glitch tear shit up. Oh well.
Hey boss.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Alright. Move on. Let's take a look at our mech bay real quick. To see what we have in store already. We take a look at the high weight end of what we have in store. We have like an awesome that I'm not using. I think there's also a readied awesome that I'm not using. No, it actually is that one. I just sent it to storage because screw that guy. Okay. An event. Another Ryan K that I somehow got recently. Or we already have one and it's doing a really great job, but we don't need a second one, I think. And then, like the assault regime, I think at some point I found a piece of a Highlander just sitting around in a shop somewhere, right? Of the 733P, which is a different variant than the one we're currently having. I just found it in a shop somewhere in the system that had like scavenger activity and a former static defense force outpost. So apparently in some rare occasions you can just find things like this, and I had to buy it for like a mil or something, which was fine. I mean, if I really want money, I have like an army of mechs that I could just sell a few of, so I'm not too worried about that. Anyway, just wanted to let you in on what's currently in store. I would love to get 2 more parts of that Highlander, but I'm not sure if anyone is still piloting Highlanders these days, because I think that variant is also pretty much SLDF Royal Forces exclusive, and as that is probably pretty much extinct at this point. Oh, wait a sec. We could get another ship going. There's not that much left there either, anyway. Machine shop, we need Mech Bay 3. I guess let's get Mech Bay 3. It has a pretty significant average cost just for more Mech Bays. I guess we can have more BattleMechs ready and then switch around. I think we already have plenty, but you know, Med Bay upgrades are also horribly expensive. Jesus, all of these upgrades are horribly expensive at this point. Let's get the Mech Bay then.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Not yet. What we do, let's check out the store. If there's anything going on here, we can still buy Griffin pieces here. Other than that, that has crit, but I'm not interested in. I think I had the same stuff last time I was here, because I've been here quite a few times for side assignments and stuff. In any event, let's launch a contract. Lich has low spirits. Plus for morale abilities is increased. At the moment we're not using Glitch often for the morale abilities, because mostly we take called shots with Strider in order for the Cause plus LRMs to just finish something off, so I think I'm actually fine with that. Though Medusa actually got a bonus, so maybe I want to bring him in again. The last few battles I've actually been experimenting with Behemoth and Shido in the front. Kind of the main thing that Shido has going for her compared to Medusa is that she has Bulwark, which in heavy and assault mechs becomes an increasingly useful ability, because you don't really need to move much, and you also can't really move much. Gaining more than like 2 evasion in an assault is probably only possible if you use jump jets. which on hot worlds you can't use regularly. We're fighting on a polar world, so probably it might be a reason to bring Medusa in for this one. But just saying, for assault mechs, having people with bulwark ability is probably better than having good pilots. So there's that. I mean, good pilots are really useful in, you know, lighter, more maneuverable mechs, but in assaults, just standing still where you are, activating your bulwark so that you just get that 50% damage reduction is pretty fine. To be honest, since we're fighting in polar region, let's actually bring Black Knight. Alrighty, let's go. I think the last side mission I had was also in like a heat, in like a very warm biome, so I just brought the second LRM boat because it's doing really fine there, because you can just shoot with all the LRMs, they barely generate heat and they knock things down, and once they knock down, you know, Strider's really good at finishing things off. So. And Ostergaard's orders the Taurians are attacking a famine relief effort on Panzer. If they succeed, mass starvation will follow. They're trying to bait me into redirecting the main army and taking the field myself, but I can't let them do that. For people not to survive, you'll have to save them. We had to deal with hunger back home on Nassau Heights. Stealing food from starving people is low, even for a monster like Ostergaard.
Command interface initiated.
Panzer is in desperate shape, Commander. Famine is a fact of life here, and the Taurians have targeted the spaceport we've been using to deliver emergency supplies. As we speak, the Taurians have several waves of APCs, complete with BattleMech escorts, en route to the spaceport's command center. If they succeed in taking it, then lock down our supply ships and the people of Panzer will starve. Spaceport's turrets are down and House Decimus is in no position to repel an attack of this magnitude. It's on us to stop them. To defend the spaceport against the Taurians and prevent the troop transfers from reaching the command center. Likely to send a detachment for our wounded as well, Commander. If you can spare a mech or two, please consider sending them to protect our barracks. Suffer too many casualties to defend ourselves. Taurians have been hitting us hard, Commander. The second is nearly gone. But we still do have a few non-combatant personnel left under my command, and we'll do what we can to defend the restoration. With non-combat personnel. Jesus. If you can stop all of the Taurian APCs from reaching the command center, my people will get the spaceport's turrets up and running for you. I'm afraid that we won't be able to make a move if any of them get through, though. I just don't have the numbers to go up against Taurian Marines in the ground fight. Best of luck, Commander.
Stop those transports, Commander. You're the only one who can.
I get it, I think. So we have the command center. We have... I'd like to get a, you know, get my bearings. Could I get that actually? Maybe? Thank you very much. So there's barracks here, not sure. Told me to, you know, send someone over to the barracks for some reason. But it doesn't give me any specific target there. That's the... That's not the command center. That's not the command center. That is the command center, right? So why eliminate all APCs to bring turrets back online is giving me a waypoint there. Anyway, get eyes on that guy. Only 35-ton mech, so I'm pretty confident in that you can just core it and be done with it. I have no idea where the APCs are coming from though, but other guys can figure that out later. Now, since we have that light mech kind of incoming from here, take it out.
Enemy detected.
That's a Degener. Well, let's try precision striking the torso. We need like 105 damage, which is not that unheard of, even though it has full evasion and all. So let's give it a shot.
Okay, now.
Take care, mate.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Strider's just a machine in that Orion. Sorry. He's really great. wiping out stuff. Apparently one of those APCs is there. They mentioned sending someone over. I guess Medusa would be the best equipped to do that, but like the Highlander is way over here. Yeah. Reserve, see where that guy's going.
Additional enemies detected.
More APCs coming in. Damn, that thing is pretty fast. Seriously? Okay. Like, I need to take them out immediately or they're gonna reach this area.
Good to go.
You could go here, check out that guy, right? You can probably...
What can I do for you?
like to reorder our guys a little bit. Just a little bit. You go here, check out that APC. You go over there, check out that APC. And you probably want to move over there, though. Another interesting idea is shoot at that thing now, hopefully kill it, and then you can still move over there. We don't need to worry with someone else shooting this guy down this turn. That sounds like a good plan. Since he has high spirits and the cost for precision strike is reduced, I'm actually going to do precision strike. Just to, you know, really make sure that that thing goes down, increase the chances for the AC-20 in particular to hit. If the AC-20 hits, it's already dead. If it doesn't, then, well, other things might finish it off. Alright. It's always a problem with the AC-20 though. It can just result in total overkill. Anyway, how far can you go with the jump? Okay. Then we can start jumping, I think. Do need to watch the heat build up a little bit though. Maybe they don't go all out on that yet. Because they did mention sending someone over there to protect, I don't know, them from something. I'm not entirely sure. The most reasonable people to send up there would be a long-range attacker, which would be the Orion, or someone who's maneuverable, and kind of most the Highlander is one of our more maneuverable mechs at the moment.
Commander.
It's a sad state of affairs that is, but the way it is. Solid Lich.
I hear ya.
Okay, here.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Not sure if I mentioned this last time. I'm gonna say it again here. Now for my laser spam boat, which Glitch is currently piloting, I went away from having multiple PPCs because I think you're just banking too much on one kind of weapon there. PPCs are interesting weapons. They do a pretty reasonable amount of damage. They do a lot of stability damage, of course, and you can use them from pretty extreme ranges. Though for the campaign maps, I've rarely been able to use that extreme range to full effect, and the engagement ranges that I had there were decent enough for the large lasers. And if you compare the large lasers with the PPC, may notice one significant difference, which is the significant less heat buildup. Like, the PPC has a heat of 40, large laser only has a heat of 30, which does quite make a difference, because it's like one additional medium laser that you fire, and still generate the same amount of heat that you would have with a second PPC. And damage-wise, they're not that far behind. The large laser plus here even has the exact same damage as that PPC. So, if you don't really need the stability damage for some reason and just want to run cooler, then you can just fire the large lasers here. They're also lighter to include on the mech, so here I'm not gonna use the PPC in the first place. Just gonna use the rest of our laser spew, which should take care of this. Unless we have like a really terrible result on which part we're gonna hit.
Smoke them! Waiting for orders.
Well, you want to take out that guy? Sure, that guy would be in range if you don't. Not sure how much we need to protect this side because something there, but we should have it on sensor with the Black Knight. Anyway, you're gonna take care of that guy. Not sure you'll be in range with everything though. Looks to be on the pretty extreme end for the medium lasers, but it should still be in. It's in that cone, so it should still be able.
On my way.
Should still be in range for the medium laser. If I understand those cones correctly. Yes. Okay. Then just fire everything. Not enough, actually. Torrents have just dropped a transport full of commandos. If they make it to a barracks, my injured soldiers are good as dead. Please commander, stop them if you can. I have to send the Orion over, because it's like the closest thing that I have there. Lights are probably mainly there to keep me busy. Trying to redirect as much of my fire to them instead of the APCs. So it does have an opening on its left side. So I even have a direct shot from here. But even if I didn't, the LRMs should probably take care of it all by themselves. Also, there's a mech coming from here, 25 tons, so... Mando? 25? Not sure. Anyway, we'll continue moving over there. Not sure what kind of a way we're looking at this. Dropped here. Might end up needing to run at some point, but now let's jog. Let's take out that vehicle. Don't think we need the gauze here. That's pretty much overkill. Not sure how long we're gonna last. How long we need to last here. So let's just use those.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Really?
Minimal damage on that hit.
$50 okay. Now it starts getting more interesting. Now it starts to get more interesting. Okay, Glitch, you have eyes on anything yet? Not at the moment. Let's wait until the APCs come in. There's at least one APC here will probably make it to somewhere around here, given the speed I've seen them move at last turn. Enemy transport is closing in on the command center. Stop before it delivers troops. Come on, that Gamia. So wants to take care of that guy, wants to take care of that. Medusa probably wants to make a named shot at the center torso of the commando. He doesn't quite have the same bonuses as Strider, but he has a bit more weapons too, so maybe that'll just be enough. Let's go into cover. I started shooting at you. So we'll be doing that.
Roger. Copy that.
Alright, that AC we had beautifully. Didn't need the rest again, but that's kind of the nature of the AC-20. Will it hit or will it not? I think one time we also made a headshot with that AC without specifically aiming for it, which was like total overkill because you don't really need to headshot with an AC. That's like crazy. So other options.
Ready for orders.
I'll fucking use sprint actually. Not really that far from here. No, let's take the Orion because it's already on the road. And you would take you like one turn to just reach the same position as the Orion. Let's just all converge on the center. The Orion will jog over there, kill anything that goes in its path. Is there anything you can reach while moving? That, but you'll only be able. Oh, you'll be able to use everything. Okay, and we'll do that.
Moving out.
Maybe you'll be able to kill that Sleipnir. Especially if we make a precision strike again, just to increase our chances. If we kill it, we'll get morale back anyway, and we're already at 100. So I think we can be a little liberal with our caught shots here. Oh, come on. Seriously?
Waiting for orders.
You don't. It's just out of here. Reagan 8 points. Alright. I think we can kind of safely multi-shot this. We use both large lasers on that guy. They have enough damage that if they hit either that, or that segment, they're just gonna totally kill it. There's a really unlikely chance that we're gonna hit the turret twice. But even in that case, we do like 95, which is enough to kill it, so 2 large lasers should be fine unless we totally miss one and hit the turret. Which, let's pray that that doesn't happen. Although that guy is probably out of range for the medium lasers. Never mind that plan. Probably gonna use the medium lasers against the Sleipnir then. There, weirder things can happen. That and that segment will die after one hit. That is not, but however we have 3 shots with the medium lasers, so I think we should still be kinda good. So you go after. Actually, you're the only one that can hit B. And never mind that. Do I want to use the large lasers too then? I don't think so. We need to overdo it with the damage that we do, I believe. Might still need that heat later. I think I'm gonna take this. There's a small chance that we'll have really bad shots with all the medium lasers, but Apparently she decided not to. Well, that was a whiff. Only like 2 Sleipnirs that we have to take out though. I don't know where they are. Oh, more lambs for the slaughter. So, you probably want to walk up that hill. Major question being, is there a position we can move in the general direction properly and still kill that commando? There's some cover going on here, and he has a lot of evasion, but you know, cold shot should negate most of that. Again, I'm not entirely certain if I need to run and actually, in order to actually get here in time. I'm really not certain about that. It looks like it's quite a way for those vehicles to, you know, go. They need to go all the way around here, if I see that correctly. Just quite a long road, so we should be fine with just taking a stroll there. Well, let's try it out. When I aim at the left torso, the plan is to hit that, and then the damage bleed through should just kill the rest. If the gauss hits, the torso is gone anyway, and then we just need some of the rest of the hits to connect. Not likely though, it's not quite enough damage. Wait for that, we have 50% to just hit it. But I think we need it. We need that gauss to land, and then a couple of the missiles. Actually, the gauss hits there. We need only like 2 missiles.
All weapons committed.
Thank you very much, man.
Enemy mech.
Trying has come a long way from the very first missions where it didn't hit anything at all. Now it's just killing stuff left, right, and center with aimed shots. Are closing in on our barracks. Yeah. I'm like getting there as fast as I realistically can. There's a 55-ton Griffin heading here. Yeah, she also probably needs to die. And I think most of the mechs that we've seen so far have moved already, so let's see if any of the APCs make it to the base. No. Apparently the only remaining APCs are those that are headed to the barracks, and the turrets will only come online once we dealt with that. That's a little bit of a shame, honestly. Oh well. I think you can start to work on that Griffin. And the Panther. Right.
Got it.
Another Griffin, please. Shot. Makes Stratus' job just ever so slightly easier. So, do you need a brace or vigilance? I would like to keep morale know, high-ish level. But if that trebuchet hits you with the LRM shower again, we'll be at a level of unstable that I'm uncomfortable with. Well, it's possible that it's gonna kill that Panther even without aiming for it. Let's use vigilance. Maybe we'll get the morale back. I'm using a fraction of it anyway.
Locked on target.
Headshot!
Hot damn.
What did I say about AC-20 headshots?
Hostile removed.
I'm not sure why, but with the Gauss and the AC-20, I've had more headshots than I thought should be possible with the amount of shots that I've fired with these weapons. Not sure if they have any like hidden modifiers that makes it more likely for them to do something like that. Okay, you probably will only be able to use the AC-5 though. It's a shame, but the only thing we can do. That thing. Pick up another Taurian transport commander destroyed. Now they're coming in from the flank.
Show the Taurians that we will never stop fighting.
That. Probably have to take this path or this path? I have no idea. Continue moving. How's that Griffin looking, by the way? Oh, someone already managed to center a bit. Not sure if it's enough to finish them off, though. He doesn't have that much evasion, so hitting it is a little bit more likely.
Additional enemies detected.
Where did you detect those additional? Additional enemies detected. Where? I have no idea. Anyway, let's assume we do that. At 85%, we need 140. That's 125. It's possible. She did.
All weapons committed. Enemy mech.
That is possible. Today, Commander Barracks has been overrun. Right now, they're executing our list of troops and taking officers for integration. Not sure which group had is worse. I think we're trying to save them. I know you did everything you could. What was I supposed to do? Even if I ran up there, I doubt I would have been able to reach it in time. Because I could have brought like lighter mech or a lighter lance if I had known that I would, you know, like have to move that much. That might have been something that I would have been able to do if I had like any indication that I would have been that I would have needed to do something like this, which the mission text didn't, you know.
What do you need?
And it didn't give any recommendations like, you know, maybe you want to use a lighter lance to be able to defend multiple targets at the same time. It just didn't. Well, there goes that, I guess. Bunch of poor soldiers got slaughtered because I didn't get there in time. It's sad, but nothing I can do about it now. How do you want to kill that trebuchet though? Guess if I had a lighter lance loadout and I could have killed all the APCs, the turrets would have been able to help me clean everything up. Which, because I'm slower, I kind of have to do by myself.
Confirmed.
Well, that side torso was down. Also, they're really freaking fast. Behemoth still's in phase 1. Slitch doesn't have anything to shoot at the moment. Let's wait.
We've got company.
2 more.
Yes, Commander.
I had 2 of them.
Good to go.
I guess we're gonna deal with those. Do that. Can't make a name shot out of this because it's glitch. Could use the PPC to increase our chances of killing it. Because it's pretty close to that structure, I guess I have to.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Well, it wasn't quite enough, but it was close. 8 damage again.
Receiving.
Well, you need to help out with that one. Don't think there's any position you can reach so you can multi-shot. No. No, let's kick out that one. Even that one might have enough range to just reach it because...
Acknowledged.
Well...
Roger.
I think there's a need to generate this excess heat here.
Hell yeah. Destroyed.
Seeing another drop of Tauren APC on radar.
Those transports cannot be allowed to take this spaceport. Whatever it takes, we must push them back.
I'm guessing I don't need to walk up here again, anymore because it's already over. So you can go here and kill that guy. So if the Gauss rifle hits, he's dead anyway. If it doesn't, the LRMs will soften it up a bit. Apparently that guy didn't count as an APC. Apparently it was just an escort for the APC that we already killed. Something like that.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Like that. So let's you do from there. Pulling lasers and PPC, you could hit that guy with medium. I see. Well, let's do that. It's a Shrek. But as much as I want to kill that Shrek ASAP, I think we have to kill the APC ASAP too, because if it moves, I might just be able to just get in there in one turn. So let's try and avoid that. Yeah, I was thinking of multi-shotting, but the only thing I could use is probably one medium laser to that guy. Would remove his evasion so Medusa doesn't have to deal with it. I'm gonna be doing it regardless, I think.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
We're not gonna kill that Sleipnir though. The Medusa probably needs to finish it off.
My heat's getting pretty high.
How's that thing still moving, man?
Orders.
Deal with that, please. We're actually hitting that side, so we might not need as much firepower. Oh, I need to make sure that thing goes down. Well, let's just focus on that.
On it. Vehicle.
Where are my turrets? Turrets would go back online now.
Not taking a pounding, Commander.
Aye, aye.
So, Shrek or PPC? Shrek or Trebuchet? Not PPC. There's no way we can move in this first one. Maintaining movement, we have to use jump jets. I'd rather not. The heat and all. Though if we get to his side, if we just if we're just able to get a clear shot of that trebuchet, we probably can refrain from using our medium lasers for a turn here. Let's use jump jets after all.
Lifting off.
Since we have the morale. Precision strike. Yeah, we're probably not gonna need it to kill that trebuchet, but no. I don't think we need the ACs to. If the AC somehow magically misses something relevant, add one of these. And the machine guns are also just gonna wreck it.
Target.
I think we should be good.
Target eliminated.
All tower and APCs are done, Commander. Hold tight, bring your turrets online now. I don't quite get that logic. Why couldn't they use the turrets before? What the hell did they have to do that was so important that they couldn't activate the turrets? They didn't have soldiers to, you know, defend against the APCs? So what the hell? This is like artificial as. You're not gonna be able to reach anything anyway. Start to move though. Let's start to move though. Maybe we can kill that Shrek before it gets to move. Yeah, I see that. Do everything we can.
Firing on target. Mover
Apparently
down.
those were all the attackers already. You've done it, Commander. You've driven them off. You've saved all our lives. See to it that the food gets distributed to the people who need it. Here you do, Lieutenant. You should know I can't promise that they won't be back. Desperate times are nothing new for us, Lady Arano. Things have been grim since your uncle's coup, and we've made it this far. As long as we keep the supply shipments coming in, we'll find a way to hold out. I'll have a support as long as I can provide it. That's a promise.
Mission.
Yeah, weird mission. Currently, we should have loaded up on at least one light mech, probably also medium. Would have just ran up that hill. Our assaults were holding the fort here, but no. If there was any indication. What? And command receives from reaching command center. Did you get a contract and payment increase? I didn't think we actually managed to do that. What? Didn't we fail this objective? I'm a little bit confused. Anyway. Yeah, as I said, you know, the mech salvage is not really that interesting because I've built plenty of griffins and trench buckets. So now there's weapons, yeah, a couple of M lasers plus, I guess. BPC plus with 10 damage. Are we gonna get that? Yeah, and it's been similar like this in most of the missions. It's just, you know, you don't really need those mech pieces anymore, so... What the hell? Anyway, just gonna not take any mech pieces here because... like generals and trench buckets and griffins. Don't need that really. Alright. We can still strap a few improved M lasers to a few of our mechs. For a slight increase, but you know, the +1 accuracy bonus is like an additional 5% most of the time, which is nice, but it's, you know, it's not statistically significant. It's just a small side grade and not like, you know, an upgrade to the squad. Later on, I'm looking at a coded message from Lady Conchella. She reported increased fleet movement around New Vandenberg. 2,000 Concord Navy dropships, complete with fighter support. Her agents said they headed our way. The situation is growing untenable. Even if we win every battle, attrition will inevitably take its toll. Her grant is down to nothing. Well, if Lord Madeira does his job right, it might not be a problem for much longer. I know. While we wait, people are dying. Let's either choose what to spend our dwindling resources on. Emergency relief for half a dozen marginal colonies the Torrents have hit, or fuel for our dropship fleet. I chose the fuel. If we can't move our troops, we can't keep fighting and everything that we've built falls apart. Like you did what you had to do. That didn't make it any easier. In about 3 weeks, casualty reports will start hitting my desk. I tend to study them. Every line, every detail. Sort of restoration, have just consigned these people to a gruesome fate. Least I can do is remember their names. Well, my ancestors came from a place where life was even more tenuous than it is here to reach. I'm afraid you can't stop people from dying, Lady Orano. I know, believe me, I know. But I can't keep myself from becoming jaded. I can remember the people whose lives were cut short, however much hurts to do so. I can prevent myself from normalizing their deaths. Your pardon, Lady Orano, but we've got a coded HPG transmission coming in. Point of origin is Goldra. I'm putting it on screen now. Mia, I've got it. My family's insurance policy. I can't open the files from here, but considering the level of security they were hidden behind, there must be something worth protecting. Well, I guess it's a good thing you got a crash course in code breaking, huh, Doc? Guess Commander would seem so. Now for the bad news. The directorate is on my trail and they're gaining. I'm still a couple of steps ahead for them now, but I need an evac as soon as you can provide it. My subthermal transport is active and broadcasting on restoration frequencies. Nothing can ever be easy, can it? I mean, not even once. I do my best to stay alive and on the run until you get here. Whatever happens, I won't let them get their hands on these files. They're the only thing that matters now. I need to move. Madeira out. Alexander's image flickers and dies as the message comes to an end. Man, set a course for Goldra. I'll be waiting for you there with my BattleMech at the ready. Going to get Alexander back and recover the evidence he gathered. We have to. The future of the restoration depends on it. Alright, 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 alright. Sure. I think we're just gonna do that right away. It sounds like it's urgent. Not sure if there's anything happening if we don't do it immediately, but I think I'm gonna take it seriously enough and just do it immediately. Alright, but we'll see what happens at Gold Draw in the next episode, I guess. We're making some minor modifications to my mechs, you know, at the new M+ lasers and stuff. But nothing major, and we'll just see more next time. Have a good one.